So this is the Yo Soy 132 movement from Mexico, and my name is Pranav. So what am I going to be going over in this presentation? So first, the start. What led to the start of this movement? Next are the key events. So what key events shaped this movement? Next is the effect on Mexico. So how did this event shape Mexico? Next are the post opinions. So like the opinions after the movement. Finally, the outside effects. So the effects on other countries. So, what caused this protest? So, the Yo Soy 132 movement was a movement started by Mexican college students in 2012. The goal of this movement was to fight against media bias, political corruption, and electoral fraud, which was rampant during this time. So, this was inspired by a speech that Henrique Nieto, who was a Mexican presidential candidate, he gave this speech to Ibero-American University students in Mexico about an event that he started where he sent police to violently abuse and kill many of the innocent citizens during a protest. And he later justified this event, which caused heavy outrage among the students and caused 131 Mexican students to protest regarding the treatment. So, what is the meaning behind this name? The 131 students who protested and posted videos onto social media spreading awareness of their cause. This prompted thousands of people online to join the cause, each claiming that they were the 132nd student to join the protests. So this is the significance behind the name Yo Soy 132 or I am 132. So what are some key events in this movement? So there are constant protests that happen regarding this movement. So many of the protests began happening on Mexico City streets and began to disrupt daily citizen life and traffic. The magnitude of the event was so large that it spread to 12 out of 32 Mexican states. There's also heavy national force involved with this movement. On June 5th, 2012, the students of the National Autonomous University of Mexico agreed that this movement should become a national force. On August 10th, 2012, Yosoy 132 published documents which asked for the Mexican government to broadcast major political events, including the presidential debate, instead of being conducted away from societal eyes like it used to be. The goal of this was to involve citizens in politics and media. Previously, politics, such as the debate, was only accessible to the privileged with broadband internet, which was an uncommon luxury back then. So, how did this movement shape Mexico? First of all, it helped create a reduction in political corruption, and because of the national broadcasts, it reduced partiality in the presidential debate and other politics too. And finally, it increased political involvement of the citizens. So, what are some opinions after the movement from the locals' perspective? The locals began seeing changes in the way their country's political system worked and how the media portrayed events. Prior to the movement, the media was very selective in what it portrayed, and it was clear that there was partiality. After the movement, the locals began to see more openness in the media, from newspapers to articles, better treatment from government officials, and a reduction in corruption and abuse of power. So, what was the influence on other countries? While specific movements were not caused due to this movement, many protests still occurred over the years, demanding equal rights, fair treatment, less political corruption, and less media bias, not just in Mexico, but all over the world. Thank you for listening to my presentation.